So in 30 days, I received about 105K in business credit and funding. And I thank you very much, LaJuan, for helping me do this and having the proper service, because there's a lot of credit people um, that do similar things to you, but obviously they hit people over the head, or they do not send them to right banks and stuff like that. It just waste people time.
105,000 in 30 days. That is crazy. We are on another client interview, and I got one of my good, awesome clients on with me right now. His name is Carson. Really enjoy working with him. He's just honestly scratching the surfaces of what he's going to be able to do funding wise for his business. But without further ado, Carson, go ahead and introduce yourself and let everybody know what it is that you do.
Hey everybody, my name is Carson. I'm an e-commerce business. I started around 2 years ago, and reached out to LaJuan and saw his videos, been watching videos, and kind of wanted to take that next step. Just not going it through myself, just trying to optimize how much I can get and relying on his services to get me where I need to be in a fast and timely manner.
Right. And kind of like dive in a little bit deeper there. I know you said you're in e-commerce, which is, good industry, help a lot of people in that industry. So kind of let everybody know, like, I guess where you were mindset wise, like kind of when you were just watching the YouTube videos. Obviously, you probably needed funding, but kind of just maybe go in a little bit more detail about where you were at the time when you were, I guess, started to watch the videos.
So when I was watching the videos, I kind of just wanted like a little more capital to spend on inventory. I was kind of in a place like I just want to see the business grow faster than just turning over my own cash and trying to make it flow that way. And I realized from my experience going to the banks and all that and trying to figure out which bank's going to do what, I feel like watching your videos was very insightful. But I feel like if I could have like a proper roadmap of how to do this, especially just for my business, not like a general information, but just something more tailored to me, would just be more efficient.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, man. I hear a lot of people kind of talk about that custom roadmap, and that is the key to it. So, and I believe you already had some business funding prior to starting with us, right?
Yeah, I have business funding mainly because I always been responsible with my credit. I was banked at Chase, so Chase, they always gave me higher limits than other people probably
Mm-hmm.
just talking to them. So I was kind of ignorant outside of Chase, so I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know where to go. I remember I was gonna go to think about going to Bank of America, and then when I joined your program, you told me that no, they're a terrible bank. So I just don't want to make mistakes like that, and waste my time when my time should be going towards my business and then leveraging your information and your experiences.
Right. Yeah, no, and kind of I wanted to dive in a little bit deeper right there because I know a lot of times people may already have business funding, but I guess in your words, like, what would you say is like? Because I know you said you were getting ready to go to Bank of America, which for most people, Bank of America isn't probably a good idea. So it's like, what do you think? Just I guess the time saving, if anything else, like how important was that to you not to not only waste time, but like obviously you said you're really diligent about your credit, but so not messing up your credit as well.
Yeah, I just the time savings a lot because I never really been the type of person to just go on the phone and just apply for a credit card. I always knew that like you get higher limits when you go on a branch, and going to a branch that you know is not gonna lend you as much money and wasting that time and talking to these people for you to end up with nothing or even a rejection. I just feel like it didn't make sense for me to do that when I could just leverage somebody who has the experience, who has the information, who has the contacts, and also can teach me as well certain things that you taught me as far as how to manage business credit and what they look for. I never knew. So even
Right,
if
right,
I
right.
came unprepared with how my utilization and everything.
hmm Right, absolutely, man. And so kind of getting into you deciding to join the program and all that, kind of like let everybody know because we get this question a lot, like how was it when everything first started and like, getting going and kind of getting those first things implemented for you?
The first week was a lot of new information that you taught me that I realized if I went in the bank, I wouldn't have know, and probably it wouldn't have been as good. Like, paying some credit cards down to look more appealing to these banks, not looking thirsty for credit as far, and position my business in a way where they're not lending to me, and because of what industry I'm in or certain things like that. I feel like was very valuable information that even if I get approved, it's like maybe they approve me for 10,000, but your methods can approve me for 35 grand for one credit card. So that just in that self, this is what I paid for. The ROI is already there.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. And so, yeah, let's kind of get into that, man. So, a lot of people, ask, oh, does it really work? And, how quickly? So, obviously for you, man, kind of if you're comfortable, let everybody know. Cause I think you're right at the 30-day mark, if I remember correctly, but kind of let everybody know what you've gotten up into this point and kind of how that's been so far.
So in 30 days, I received about 105K in business credit and funding. And I thank you very much, LaJuan, for helping me do this and having the proper service, because there's a lot of credit people that do similar things to you, but obviously they hit people over the head, or they do not send them to the right place, like give them to the right banks and stuff like that, and just waste people's time.
Right, right, man. So let's back up, man. 105,000 in 30 days. That is crazy, right? So again, for you, yet another person that have hits that six figure mark in funding in just a couple of weeks. So like, tell me in your own words, like how like beneficial is that like for your business?
No, it's very beneficial. It definitely expedite like the type of growth that I would want to see, and appreciate that you had the experience to learn how to pivot to what makes it work for me and certain things like that. You found what worked for me. So that's why I talk about the roadmap.
Kind of just wrapping up here, man. Like, what would you tell people that are, maybe on the fence, or they've been watching the videos similar to yourself, and they're thinking they maybe need a custom roadmap or some one-on-one stuff, or just getting access to the right banks, whatever the situation is. What would you tell those people about, again, just your experiences and just your I guess process with all this?
Yeah, I remember short story. I remember when I was talking to one of my colleagues in the industry, and this was before I discovered call, explaining like the services like you provide, and there's so many bad actors that he was like, oh no, it's not worth it, or something like that. And at the end of the day, I went to bed at night like, this is my business, not his business. So it's like I gotta do what's best for me, and obviously it worked out. So you gotta look for what's best for you. If you do whatever business you do, you gotta focus on that business and leverage people that are experienced and they're knowledgeable in what they do to help you do what you do. If you're a CEO, you're not gonna go mop the toilets or something like that. You're gonna hire somebody to do that, do the toilet. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're building a business, leverage somebody who knows how to get you funding.
Yeah, no, that's definitely powerful. Like the time thing, I'm always telling people that all the time. Like that money you can always get back, but time is like the one thing. Nobody's cracked that code how to get the
Yeah,
time back. So yeah, that's the most important thing, for sure, Carson. So definitely appreciate you, wanting to hop on here, man, and tell your story, and just let everybody know what your process has been. Like I said, you're just scratching the surface. Yeah, you're gonna really do some crazy numbers, I think. So yeah, again, definitely appreciate you hopping on here, man.
most definitely. Thank you, Lamar.
Listen, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We have two different options if you want to get our help funding your business. Option number one is the link in the pinned comment below. You'll be able to go ahead and book a time to speak with us about working together in our mentorship program, where we give you all of our banking contacts, build you a custom funding strategy, and kind of hold your hand through this entire process to help you get your business funded. The second option is our new and improved Omni Leverage Academy. It's more of a DIY approach. Maybe if your credit is not up to par yet, or you just want a simpler approach approach to getting some help from us, you can click that second link in the pinned comment, and it will take you to that page where you can learn more about that. Now, if you want to see how I was able to get over 500K in business funding, leveraging my 3-step strategy so you can just steal it from me, go ahead and click the video on the screen right now.